Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. I didn't get to put out a video last week because I had to go away on a family kind of emergency. Baby girl's already been there for a month. She's gonna be gone for another month, man. It was so good seeing her. And the little one's growing, got her first tooth. Oh, it was so good to see her. I mean, I do video chat with her every day, but seeing her in person and kissing those little cheeks, man, can't get over that. And as you can see, my tan is all evened out now. You know, the winter here was kind of messing it up, so it's all nice and even now. Yeah, enough of that crap. But to be on a serious note, I freaking hate winter. And I mean, I hate it. Going to a tropical country and then coming back to this and driving in it. And it's very expensive and costly from driving in this weather, as you see from the thumbnail. So I'm minding my own business, coming from the grocery store with my daughter in the front seat, and next thing I know, she's screaming her lung out. All of a sudden, the X5 decided to start doing freaking donuts on its own. Yeah, freezing rain. And the road looked fine, but I hit a patch of ice and there was nothing you could do. I just went along for the ride and she was screaming her heart out, but what can you do, right? So I try to control as much as I can from hitting other cars. I didn't hit anyone, thank God, but I did hit a curb. And man, it did some damage. You know, let me just take you out and show it to you, because now I'm gonna have to try and repair this thing. I hate winter, in case you didn't hear me a few times. And I hate it, but it's what's done is done. Now I'm gonna go repair this crap. I know I like a good stance, but that is just plain ridiculous. So the lower control arm is broken. Wow, look at that camber. That's not the kind of camber I want. So now I gotta disassemble all this crap and try and fix this lower control arm. And it's freaking cold as you know what, but that's what I'm gonna have to do. Oh boy. Well, that's a straight one. I mean, that's the messed up one. And that's the straight one. You see the difference? Yeah, well, let me close this door, warm up this garage, and get to work. Now let's get into and see what the damage is. My bad paint job from way back when. But look, there it is. Snapped right into aluminum, or some people would say aluminum. It's broken, so that's what the damage is. I don't know if anything else is bent or anything, but that's from the wheel rubbing up there, because it just happened right around the corner from my house, so I limped it home and it rubbed it out here. So I'm gonna have to replace that at some point in time. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this up later, put some paint back on there. But look, you can see all the shavings on there from the paint. But see, this separated from, I don't know if it's separated or anything, but I guess I will see what the damage is after I check out all the leveling sensors and everything. So I'm just gonna get into it and see what the problem is. Let's hope that's the only thing that's bent. I have never done one of these before, so it's gonna be a trial and error. So we know this bolt has to come out. I'm not sure if this one has to come out yet, but we'll find out. The leveling sensor is up there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that has to come off. Then this big nut has to come off down here. Obviously the broken one has to come off there. The shock has to come off, and there's a tie rod right there that has to come off. So a lot of things has to come off. I'm just gonna start taking things off and see where we end up. And I gotta do new brakes, man. And buy new tires. When it rains, it pours. So these tires, oh, they're down to the wear mark, so that's probably why I didn't hold up too good. But I'm going to get some wider. These are 315s. I'm gonna go 325, because when I lower this thing about 2 inches, it's gonna look nasty. But this is just eating into my budget, like everything else. Let's see what was done to the rim. So I'm gonna have to refinish these wheels. A little bit of curb brush right there. I'm gonna have to fix that too. But I'm gonna powder coat these things, so I guess it doesn't matter right now. So the one for the shocks is 21. So I'm just gonna use this breaker bar to break it. It's gonna break all the nuts for now. Okay, the one that holds this in, there's also a nut on the other side. That one is a huge one. That one is 24. I'm gonna go ahead and crack that one. Okay, the other side not spinning, so that's good. A lot of cracking going on up in here. Of course, it's not gonna be that easy. I'll have to heat that up. Whew. She's tight, really, really tight. This kind of job would be better with a hoist. But guess what? I don't got one. Inside one is 18 also. This is gonna be a pain. But hey, at least you guys are along for the ride. Put my big head in the way for a second. Oh, the ice just fell in my shirt. You son of a... Oh! Of all the places to fall. Right in my shirt. Whew. Now I'm cold to the bone. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and loose a lot of these bolts up, and then I'll come back when it's almost off, because my big head's just gonna be getting in the way. I finally got it out. It wasn't difficult to get out. The only problem is, well, let's see. The bolt here, man, whew, that one was a bastard to get out, but everything else was pretty straightforward. So here's the damage. This is where it broke, and here you can see it cracked. And look at the bolt. Let's see if we can get a better angle. Well, that's not supposed to be like that. This is supposed to be straight to go through here. But there it is, all bent. So now I'm gonna go pick one up, throw it on, and hope everything is fine. All right, so the part is off, and I had to pick up a new bolt from the dealer. This bolt here is $40, because this one is as crooked as a $3 bill. I guess when it took the impact, it got twisted up. And while I was there, I asked them, so how much is a control arm, by the way? So where's the old one? Old one, as you can see, it's sheared off there, and this one broken there. So I went to the wreckers, and I got one. Same one. Nothing different, H1. Might be a little bit dirtier, but not necessarily. I mean, they look identical. So I asked the dealer, how much is this? 948 or 60. I tuned out after 900, because I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. This I got for 150 plus tax. That was 170. So it was 900 and something dollars. It was over 950 at the dealer plus taxes. Used one, nothing wrong with it. $170. Yeah, and that's gonna happen. Yeah, so now I got those, and I did pick up a new tool too, because I have a breaker bar, but it's too long for underneath there, so I got an extended one. I'm just looking for a reason to get to extended breaker bar, and this is gonna come in handy because the job was a lot harder because of the long breaker bar. I didn't have the room to maneuver it. And the regular wrench was just what's wrong with me today? A regular one was just too small. So this, nice grip on it, and I can lend into whatever I want. Now I'm gonna stop the rambling and go put it back on. Take this thing for a drive, and I'm gonna go put 2 tires on it. So you guys gonna follow me while I get some tires, wash it, and all that stuff. So Here we go. Well, I'm gonna grab my arm. Got my bolts ready. Just slip it back up in here. So slip the bolts. Whoop. Slip the bolts in. Oh man. Sometimes you just need more than 2 hands, I tell you. So before I could finish, I have to let the air out of the air suspension in the rear. The bags are completely not aired out. They're filled with air, so I can't raise the suspension up to reattach the shock. Let me show you. The airbag is fully extended out. See it all the way there? It's fully extended. Now I can't get to reconnect the shock. The shock is supposed to be connected to here. This up here, gotta connect to here. That's like a few inches off. 2-3 inches off. So to do that, I have to let the air out of the system, then jack the suspension up. Then I will be able to reattach that. Maybe you can hear the hissing in the background. Some people say there's a valve up here, but I can't get to it. The tank is under the passenger side at the front. I went and took the panel off in the back. It's not in the back, it's in the front. So now I got all these freaking screws to put back in. So if you guys ever gonna do this, it's up in the front. Stay away from the back, it's up in the front on the passenger side. So now I'm gonna get the jack this thing up and button everything up, put the wheels on, go get some new tires, wash it, clean it up, and then, you know, you guys are gonna get to see everything when I'm done. Now let's start jacking up the suspension and see what happens. Oh yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. And this way it allows the link to go into. There she blows. Grab your bolt, put it in. So that's tightened. This is tightened. I still have to tighten the one back here, the one over there. I have to find it. I had the nut for this thing this morning. Now I can't freaking find it. So now I gotta clean up so I can find the one freaking nut. The leveling sensor is back. I don't know if you can see it. The leveling sensor is attached. And that's pretty much it. It's not a difficult job, but man, working on the ground is hard. So I have to get the torque specs and torque these bolts up correctly. I don't know what they are. I'm gonna have to go research them. For every vehicle is gonna be different, obviously. So I'm gonna go find those, torque these up, put the wheel on and clean up. Go get some tires and clean up this baby. Now I gotta put some tires on this beast. I'm so glad it wasn't my wife driving when this shit happened. But it's kind of my fault. I knew I needed tires, but I didn't know they were that bad. And I didn't know if I was gonna get bigger rims or not, so I was waiting until the spring. But yeah, so I'm on my way to Scarborough. Well, I'm on my way to the West End, I should say. Most people would know what I'm talking about. I'm on my way to go put some tires on it. So I'm gonna put 2 new back tires. I wanted to go wider, but the widest, for me to go wider, I have to go from a 315 to a 345. I don't think the rim is wide enough. It's gonna look weird. It's gonna be too much bulge. So I'm gonna have to stick with the 315. I wanted to go 325s, but those are only for the 21s. If I go 325, 30, it's gonna be off. So I gotta stick with this and probably do some wheel spacers in the back. But as soon as I get there, put these tires on, I'm gonna give this baby a wash, give it a walk around, and make sure things are good. I'm gonna have to get a wheel alignment, but before that, I might just lower this beast. You never know. She's always saying she want it looking fat and wide. She's away, so it'll be a nice surprise when she comes back. But enough yapping. When I get to the place, get some tires on, I'll get back to you. So I was gonna wash it, but it doesn't make sense because right now all the snow is melting and it's just a big slush pile out there. But she's sitting the way she's supposed to sit again, and she looks great. No more no more stance on the wheel. I still have to get a wheel alignment, but I'll wait until I do some other work first. But she's back the way she's supposed to be, and I'm happy. Well guys, there you have it. The wheel's finally on. I have to finish out the video the next day because it got so dark last night. You couldn't see me in the car, and even with the lights on. So I finished it off today. The wheel is on. Good news is I got new tires. Bad news is the rim is twisted. It's not bent like when you're bent in a pothole. It's twisted like side to side, because when it hit the curb, the center of the rim is steady. When it hit the curb, it just twisted the rim like this. They said they can straighten it out for about 150. I don't know, because usually they never really get straight. I might do it. If not, I might end up buying new wheels for this thing, which I wanted to. But first, I wanted to finish my car, and I did my research when I bought my car, but I didn't realize, did research on how much parts are for this car and everything. Like, the moment they hear M, the M tax goes on it, and it's like ridiculous. That's besides the point. So the car is done. My fault for not putting on the tires early. I learned from my mistake big time. It won't happen again, I can tell you that. So yeah, I learned from that one, and it's a quite expensive lesson, but can't cry over spilled milk. It's already done. So if you guys have any if you guys want to roast me and the questions in the comments, go ahead and let me know. But that's it for now. So laters.
Bad bitch in LA, tell me that should make the trip. Shorty bad as hell, yeah. With them college journalists, Uber every fucking where. Free rolls in my VIP, Canada, John, yeah.